Hi, my name is Anish and I'm a BTech student in VIIT. I was also the Vice President of VIIT Robotics, which participates in the Robocon competition, uh, which is hosted by ABU last year. This session, I'll be talking about how to schedule events on calendars and especially on a G Suite plan, which my college has. So to get things started, we need to go to calendar.google.com. In this, I'll be briefing you about some techniques which you can use for browsing your calendar. So first thing, you have your views over here. So if you want to see just the day view, you can click over here and select day. So you get your daily schedule. If you want your weekly schedule, you can go and click week over here. So now you have a whole week lined up here. If you want to see the whole month, you can go and click the whole month section. In this session, we'll be talking only exclusively about selecting and scheduling an event. And in the next sessions, we'll be talking about how to add more calendars like I have over here. So for separate teams, you can have separate calendars. For separate events, you can have separate calendars. So to get started with, let's assume that I want to meet 3 people. Let's say I want to meet Ketan, who is a mechanical domain person. He is also in VIIT Robotics, and I also want to meet Sharvari, who is also in NTC department in VIIT Robotics, and I also want to meet my captain, who is Shreyas. So I've added 3 names in the meet with section over here because I want to meet 3 of them. I want to find the right time, and I don't want to clash, and I don't want their events to clash with my events. Okay. So these are their calendars. It's all synced over here, nice and clean. Okay, so the orange ones are of Ketan. So these are the meetings which Ketan has in his week, and Sharvari's events are the purple ones. These are the events which Sharvari has, and Shreyas has the green ones. So as you can see, all the green events are of Shreyas. Now let's say I want to meet on Tuesday. Okay, so I just add a create tab, and now I see all these 3 people in the list. And now I want to I want to get a suggested time for that. But before that, I'll add a title over here. So let's say I want to have a Robocon catch up. Okay, I want to have a proper time where their schedules and my schedules don't get clashed. Okay, so I select suggested times. So these are the times at which all participants can attend. Okay, it's obviously after 8 p.m. because I've hidden my calendar, but if I turn on my calendar, you'll see that I'm busy uh, till around 6 p.m. So that's why it's suggesting that I meet after 8 p.m. and then I can go till 11:30 p.m. Now that's how G Suite works for different participants, and that's how you can avoid any clashing of events. So let's select 8 p.m. There we go. Now it automatically selected the event time as 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Oops, but I forgot to set the date, right? It's scanning all the times, suggested times for the 6th of July. I want that to schedule for 7th of July, so let's go and hit 7th. Now let's click suggested times again. It's showing me the similar results. Let's click 8 p.m. Great. Now we'll go to more options. I want this meeting to happen weekly. So I go here and I click weekly on Tuesday. But this thing doesn't tell me when the recurring events are going to end, right? These go on for infinite times. I don't want them to go till 7th of July 2021. I want them to end in, say, 5 days. 5 weeks, okay? So let's go here and select custom. Now, custom recurrence occurs every week So select 1 week, or you can also select 1 day or 1 month, 1 year, whatever you want. So let's select 1 week, repeat on Tuesday, and ends after 5 occurrences. That's because I want 5 meetings to happen. Okay. But if I wanted to end on a specific date, so let's say on 15th of August, then I can select 15th of August and click done. But in this case, I want them to happen in 5 occurrences. So let's select 5 occurrences and select done. That's it. Weekly on Tuesdays, 5 times. And you see, if I add any guests here, automatically there is a Google Meet link getting created. You don't have to do anything about that. You don't have to copy that, because when I send and save this meeting, it's going to deliver the Google Meet link to them automatically. And I'll just write in the description that this meeting's agenda would be to discuss about the future recruitment process for new SY students. Great. Now we know the agenda of the meeting, right? Okay. And I also have an option to select a notification for them. So now I am notifying them 1 hour before and 10 minutes before the meeting actually starts. So they'll get a notification at 7 p.m. and at 7:50 p.m. respectively. 2 notifications. Okay. Now once I have done everything, I can select the guest permissions. So I can allow the guests, that is Ketan, Sharvari and Shreyas, to invite others, and they can also see the guest list. Now if I don't want Shreyas to know that even Ketan is on the list, I can just untick this. Now Shreyas doesn't know that Ketan is on the list, and Ketan doesn't know that Shreyas is on the list. Only I, as an organizer, gets to know who is on the list. Okay, but I don't want to do that. We are a very open society at Robocon, so let's just keep it open. And yeah, I can allow Shreyas, Ketan, Sharvari to add others. So let that be. Let them add anyone who is interested in the SketchUp, and they can also modify event if I want them to. So if I click modify, it is obvious that I want them to that I give them rights to invite others and to also see the guest list, right? So they automatically become unavailable, which is fine again. So if I click modify, they can also change the time of this event. They can change the recurrence of this event. They can change the meeting platform we're using. They can also change the description, everything in this meeting, whichever you see in the screen. Okay. And now I click save. Now I have an option to send them an invitation invite uh, uh, alert using their emails. But if I do not send, it doesn't mean that they are not invited. They'll still get a calendar notification, but they'll not get an email invitation exclusively. But if I send an email, they'll also receive an email in their inbox that I've invited them to a Robocon catch-up. Now, um, now Shreyas, Sharvari, and Ketan, they're used to checking their calendars daily in the morning, and they also sync their calendars on their phone daily. So I don't think there is a need to send them an email. So I'll just not send them an email. So I'll click do not send, so that their email boxes does not get spammed. And this is my calendar. Let's see where that meeting is popped up. It would be at 8 p.m. See, it's over there. Now they can join this Google Meet whenever they want. Now if they click Google Meet, will pop up, a window will pop up, and your Google Meet is ready and you can join in. So that's all about how to schedule a basic calendar event using recurrences and using the meet with option if you want to meet with some of your colleagues. And this also works for group emails, by the way. So if you want to call the whole TY department or the TY section of your college, you can also email TY. Okay, let's select TY ENTC first. Let's select TY ENTC. Okay. So the meet with section actually doesn't work here. Never mind.